The Picnic. This episode was one of the first episodes to be released by Disney in hopes to promote the show. It was like a preview episode, and I remember watching it many years back. Well, I think it was about a year or two ago. And I freaking love this episode because, of course, the animation, it's awesome. And I have to mention the lighting in many scenes. Oh, excuse me. And the lighting in many scenes is just awesome. There's there's certain parts in which they use green to, of course, insinuate that okay, this is a bad guy. Most Disney villains use like a lime green hue, and of course the Lord Hater has it. And I really like how in many scenes when he's using like this green color, it's like a highlight on certain characters, even objects. But let's start with the story. Lord Hater is with his army and he's confronting a new guy. Well, it's for us, the audience. This is like a new villain called Emperor Awesome. And yeah, he's awesome. I don't mean it as in like, oh, he's awesome because that's the name. No, I mean literally, he is awesome. He's like this really buff, tanned guy with the head of a shark and orca, because if you see the face, it looks like a shark, but it has the colors of an orca, you know, the Free Willy. And he's amazing. He wears these tight pants. Oh god, sorry, oh god, okay. He has his own army, the fist fighters. They have heads of fists. And of course, he's riding this big T-Rex, a motherfucking T-Rex. But he has like this metal plate that shows that, hey, I'm buffed up, like typical 90s cartoon pecs, you know, typical Craig McCracken 90s cartoon. And I'm not saying that's bad or anything. It's just awesome. It's really funny when you look at it. Also, you have like a little spike ball as its tail. And it has flamethrowers and laser eyes, like an X-Men. Okay, so both Awesome and Hater are at this pyramid in this planet, on this planet I mean, and there's gonna be a cosmic conjunction. The planets will align and a big mystical creature will come forth and grant whoever is at the pyramid one wish. And of course Lord Hater wants to dominate the whole galaxy, and that's his wish, to become ruler of the galaxy. And Emperor Awesome also wants the same thing. He wants he wants the universe to be his. But they're gonna fight for it, and of course Wander's it's always never that behind, and he says, hey, you're gonna watch the planets align too? I have a picnic, which is the name of the episode, The Picnic. And we also get a little detail on how the Spornax, which is Sylvia's species, the horse-like things, looks something like out of the Wizards, you know, from the Ralph Bakshi movie. She looks like one of those creatures, the weird red things. And we get to know that Sportnacks go to the bathroom once every 5 months, which I bet it's not gonna be comfortable when you have to go. Oh god. It's hilarious how, of course, Hater's trying to explain the whole process of the mystical being, you know, when the planets align, soon I'm gonna be the one who's gonna ask for this wish, blah blah blah. And my wish will be to control the entire universe. And of course Wander is interrupting him every so often, like, hey, Hater, you remember me, right? I have a picnic and whatever, and I have a lot of sandwiches in case you want some, bye. I'm gonna look for a good looking spot for the planets, wee, bye. I'm gonna leave you with your army and whatever. And so Hater and Awesome get into the fight. Thanks to Awesome having more of an upper hand due to Hater being distracted by Wander's antics, like being adorable but at the same time bothering Hater so much. Makes me think of Pinky and the Brain, you know, with what happens at the end. Makes me think of a Pinky and the Brain sort of relationship, but being mostly enemy and hero. Awesome has the upper hand and basically tears apart Hater's army, but Peepers is like, hey, you still have this, you have this big mecha, let's have a kaiju battle, Pacific Rim style. Robot against T-Rex with Awesome still on the T-Rex. Also, oh yeah, wait a minute. He shook his ass when he was charging. He shook his little purple tight tight purple pants. Oh god, he was shaking his ass. Oh god. Awesome is that awesome, okay? You have to see this episode. And so they still fight. It looks like Hater's gonna have the upper hand this time by nooging Awesome. This shows more that he's very immature, like a big dork. Wonder, of course, distracts him another moment. The T-Rex bites the head off the mecha, and the mecha basically just drops dead. And of course, Wonder takes a selfie. That's like hilarious. Like, yes, I'm in the middle of this war zone. Selfie! And of course, okay, later on, Awesome really this time looks like he's gonna win. He goes to the pyramid where Hater is, and the planets are aligning way close. Like they're just a few seconds away of summoning this mystical creature. And Hater, this is where we get to see that Hater has powers. Green electricity coming out of his hands, you know, his gloved hands. He can create force fields. He can shoot lightning like in the intro. And he creates a force field to stop Awesome and make more time, because he just needs a few more seconds so that the mystical creature can come and he can make his wish. But of course, Wander distracts him, makes him really annoyed, and he chases him around, you know, kind of like the Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner cartoon, with a little reference of Sonic the Hedgehog. You can see it on when Wander's running in a certain scene in which he's like running, and he goes like over Hater, goes back over, like there's like a little loop, and you can see it on the shoes that he's gonna go fast. And they stop, and of course Wander's like, oh my god, look, you can see everything from up here. The pyramid, the planets, that shark guy is gonna get his awesome wish, and Hater's just like seconds away to kill Wander. Like he's preparing to strangle him or something. But then he's like, wait a minute, what? And of course Hater's like doing his little victory dance, shaking his ass again. Hater is engulfed with worry and anxiety and goes straight forward, destroying everything in his path to get back to the pyramid. Swinging the shark to the galaxy and watching it explode. Michael Bay would be proud. And also uses a fist fighter to punch Awesome in the face. And basically crashing through the planet, like basically creating a crater with Awesome, like boosh, like sending it to the other side of the galaxy. Oh god, that's like awesome humor. This episode has way better character animation, especially in the expressions, especially with Hater. He has more expressions than what we saw in the greatest episode. And this time, he's just got there to the pyramid. The mystical being appears, and the mystical being is really, really chill. Like, hey there, I'm gonna be the one who's gonna grant your wish today. Okay? Like, he's really chill. He's like, I don't give a fuck. I just make your wish. Hater's just about to make his wish, and Wander again is the one to screw things up. Pinky the Brain style. He screws up Hater's wish by making Hater say, I wish you would leave me alone for 5 seconds. And of course, the mystical being, okay, I can swing that, boom. He makes Wander like freeze in time, and Hater's like, wait a minute, no, that's not what I meant. An epic facepalm. That's like the best scene, like epic freaking facepalm after Awesome shaking his ass. The episode ends with the mystical being going away. The day is saved again, and Sylvia comes out of the bathroom, and she's like, hey, what's up? What did I miss? And of course, Wander's been taking pictures throughout the whole episode, like, nothing much, and shows the pictures. It's really, really funny. Oh, God. Craig McCracken has said in his Comic-Con panel at Wander Over Yonder this last Comic-Con that they tried to do like these fake scenes at the end where, you know, regular Disney Channel cartoons show like an extra scene during the credits so that kids don't get bored. He originally wanted like fake scenes for Wonder Over Yonder, like extra things, but then he noticed that they wouldn't have that much time to make them, and also time constraints and whatever. And he's like, hey, these storyboard artists have done so much awesome work. Let's just put the animatics. And they're awesome. Like, they either have a scene like go on for like a few seconds more than what was shown in the episode, or maybe a scene that was actually cut from the episode. And in this one, we got our first viewing back in the day that, of course, Wander is going down the canyon to prepare the picnic, and you see Hater, Peepers, and Awesome like staring at him like, seriously? Seriously? Peepers just blinks, and Hater, of course, like in the episode, he just follows the view, watching Wander, and Hater's like, no wait, Awesome. Awesome is like, really? He doesn't say anything, but he basically with that face is like, come on, really? And I always watch that animated like 1,000 times. In The Greatest, I really don't know what animatic was in that episode because it was like a double feature on iTunes. They were promoting the show and they were gonna give out that episode for free. That The Greatest and The Egg, which iTunes screwed up. I remember iTunes screwed up with that one, and it took a few days until they released the episode for free. Oh god. What I do know is that the end. No wait, it was. Oh no, wait a minute. I do remember they released the two animatics like separately. In The Greatest, the animatic was, of course, Wander and Sylvia going around, like just walking through a plain and singing the theme song. Well, not the theme song, like a song that they use in Wander Over Yonder, like "Oh Wander over yonder and check out this and that." Like that song. It was really really cute, and I really like that song, and I'm glad that they used it later on in the show. For The Egg, the animatic was, of course, Wander telling Sylvia, not showing, is telling Sylvia that, hey, you have to treat this egg right. You have to treat this baby right. It needs a hug, and he shows her like the different kinds of the hugs, like the bear and whatever, and the long stroke, like that. It's funny, but for like a few viewings. I really love the picnic one, like I mentioned before. And yeah, it was sad that we didn't see Sylvia in this episode, but after watching it, it is justified by her going to the bathroom. And I really hope to see more about the Spornex species, and maybe even Wander species, which the fandom has called him the Star Nomad. We haven't really seen that much about Wander. Even in the Comic-Con panel that I went to, a few people were wondering about his past and also Sylvia's past. We only got a hint of Sylvia's past and maybe even family members with the animatic that was shown, that was promoting the season 2. And Greg McCracken mentioned that he's trying to keep it open book, you know, the past and maybe even the name of Wander's species. He thinks that if he and the team who's writing the show put like, okay, his species is named this, his family is that, or whatever, he comes from this planet, he thinks that just basically closes the mystery behind Wander. We will get a peek at Sylvia's family because of the animatic, like I mentioned. We get to see what I think is her brothers, I mean, and we won't know until season 2. And that's pretty much it. So this has been for I think it's gonna be for Monday. Yes, I'm gonna these are the 3 vlogs for Monday. I'm gonna keep recording for Tuesday and hopefully get these vlogs done before season 2. And so with that, thank you all for watching these Wander Over Yonder vlogs. If you like them, please put a comment on the comment section below. If you have any tips for making these videos better, please let me know. And we will see you in the next episode.